This is the PowerPoint of Group 3 on Philosophy of Realism. It is divided into three parts: Introduce, Learning Outcomes, and Type of Realism Philosophy. The philosophy of realism is the doctrine that universals have real objective existences and responses to theories that particular things exist independently of our perception. The philosophy of realism's definition is the faithful representation of reality or verisimilitude and a reaction against romanticism. So what is the realism? Aristotle was the leading proponent of realism. Studies is the first philosopher to develop a systematic theory of logic. The realism philosophy originated in Europe. Its opposite is idealism, and idealism will continue to emerge in new connotations. After the 19th century, people need to rethink their destiny. Realism thought formation, realistic influence, literary creation. About learning outcomes. The first is understand the impact of realism in different ways. The second is have a comprehensive understanding of history and origin of realism. The third is to understand the educational significance of realism.
Hello everyone, my name is Nora. I will introduce part 3, type of realism philosophy. There are 5 types of realism philosophy: metaphysical realism, naval or direct realism, scientific realism, moral realism, aesthetic realism. The first I'm going to introduce is the metaphysical realism. Metaphysical realism maintains that whatever exists does so, and has the properties and the relation it does, independently of deriving its existence or nature from being through our experience. Metaphysical realism teleology. A metaphysical realism approach is teleological. The whole comes before the past. Action is the whole. The other disciplines other paths. Second, naval or direct realism, also known as direct realism, is a philosophy of mind rooted in a common sense series of perceptions that claims that the senses provide us with direct awareness of the external world. For example, when you look at and perceive a tree, you are directly perceiving a tree that exists out there in the world. You are also perceiving its properties, size, shape, smell. So the immediate object of perceptions are mind independent objects and their properties. The second example, at first glance, what is this? It's a table, but you wouldn't say it's a rectangular wooden table. It's direct realism. The third, scientific realism. Scientific realism is at the most general level. The view that the world described by science is the real world. For example, the picture reflects apple falling, the earth is attractive. Our best scientific theories correctly describe the nature of the mind-independent world. The fourth, moral realism. Moral realism is the position that ethical sentences express propositions that refer to objective features of the world. 1. Moral claims do purport to report fact and are true if they get the fact right. 2. Moral realists hold that some moral claims actually are true. The fifth, aesthetic realism. Aesthetic realism is a philosophy which describes the nature of reality itself and the relation amongst reality, the human self, and art. Uh, Regarding one's attitudes toward the home world as the most uh, um, critical thing in one's life affect how one views everything, including love, work, and other people. Impact on education. Realist education tool encourage students to draw their observation and conclusion from the world around them, rather than confining themselves to an analysis of their own idea. Finally, carry on realism summary. 1. Use of scientific intuition and sciences in order to learn. 2. Focus on the physical world, arguing that reality, knowledge, and value exist independent of the mind. 3. This physical world is composed of matter. Thank you for watching.